You guys, so breaking news. Um, GTA 6 has officially been delayed, chat. Unfortunately, as you guys can see, it's been delayed. It's crazy right now, you know. Everybody's mad. I understand if you guys are mad. If you guys were waiting, everybody been hyped up for this game for the past 2, 3 years, 4 years, literally. And they just been pushing back the release date. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm currently on Twitter and it says Rockstar Games announced on Thursday that Grand Theft Auto 6 will now launch on November 19, 2026. So literally what this means for the gamers, for the people who've been waiting, for the people who say, you know what, I'm finna start streaming, I'm finna start going crazy. And it's a lot of people who have passed away and didn't have the chance to play GTA 6, chat. Literally, it's just been a mess right now. Everybody's mad. Everybody been calling my phone talking about the whole GTA 6 situation. And so we have a few YouTubers breaking it down for us. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna.
No, it's not a joke. And yes, here we go
really
again. If you haven't seen it yet, here is the tweet that just happened. I'm bringing this to you very, very shortly after it happened, about 7 to 8 minutes, in fact. And it says this. Hi everyone, Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release on Thursday, November 19th, 2026. We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. They go on to say, we want to thank you again for your patience and support. The wait is a little longer. We are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leon.
Honestly, I'm very disappointed, chat. You know, like, what is going on with this, bro? Like, we've all been waiting for this, chat. We've all been waiting for it. This is crazy.
And return to modern day Vice City. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. This is not a joke. It has actually been delayed. Wow. So I wanted to just kind of have a conversation about what this means, because there's some pretty severe freaking implications when it comes to this. This game is going to be the biggest media launch, and people and studios were basing their game's release around the May, I believe it was 26th release date. Now the game is coming out nearly 6 months later on November the 19th, 2026. And that's going to mess some things up. An easy example that I can give you guys is we have a look at Charlie Intel here. It says, Grand Theft Auto 6 now launches on Thursday, November 19th, 2026. It will now release very close to Call of Duty 2026, which is expected to be Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 4. And that is expected to be kind of like the great reset for Call of Duty. And what I mean by that, when I say the great...
It's a lot of people waiting for GTA 6 to drop, so like, because GTA 6 is going to create a bunch of millionaires. If you guys didn't know, it's going to be the biggest game in history. But it's just getting delayed, and I feel like they're just trying to hype it up more. Like, the game is finished, it's done, it's ready, but they are literally just pushing it back. They just want to push it back for no reason, though.
Reset is a new engine, not on old gen consoles. This is a game that Call of Duty, Activision, Xbox needs to do well. And this is one game. Like, yeah, sure, Call of Duty, take it or not, but this is one game. The truth of the matter is that there has been games that are coming out this spring that may now get further delays. One that comes to mind is new Resident Evil. Things like that are coming out like February-ish kind of time that we're trying to launch.
Yeah, it's because there's a lot of these games who wanted to launch after the GTA 6 because they know that, you know, if they drop around the same time as GTA 6, everybody's going to be so sucked into GTA 6 that they're going to lose a lot of revenue. You know, everybody's going to be so invested in GTA 6 as soon as it comes out, you know, and then you got to let it marinate a little bit so that, you know, All these people could like, get comfortable with GTA 6. A lot of people want to get ahead of the game, and they want to be the first ones to play it. And then once it starts dying down a little bit, at least, everybody's gonna start, okay, this is kind of boring. Let me just hop into like Resident Evil or all these other games. But I feel like bro, it's just the L for the people, for the gamers, you know what I'm saying? For the people who just been hyped up about the game, for these past couple of years, bro. I'm not even excited about it at this point.
It's like 2 months before May, 3 months before May. I have a feeling that now we are going to see more and more changes in the community, in games, in video games. Like, this is absolutely insane news. Now, there's a couple things that I do want to look at. There's a couple things that happened last time the game got delayed, and here is the first one. The Take-Two stock, it plummeted. It just hit, as of right now, you can see the giant estimated drop of about 20 points, which is a lot. It's minus 0.93 as of right now. It's going to drop more than that. Now, to counteract this last time, what they did...
I mean, guys, look, if you're invested into stocks or whatever, I suggest you guys to this is literally the perfect time to start investing into those type of stocks, because after GTA 6 drops, these stocks are going to skyrocket. Right now it's at what, 200 and something. It'll probably go up to like 450, 500, so your stocks are going to triple, bro, double, you know what I'm saying? So if you put $1,000 in, you might have $2,000 by next year, you know what I mean? So I suggest everybody to buy some stocks. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Right now is the perfect time. Just take advantage of this opportunity. And I'm not telling you guys to I'm not a financial advisor, but it's something that I think I will be doing myself. I don't advise you guys to do it. Don't take advice from me, but I'm just saying in general, a lot of people are going to take this as an advantage, and they're going to go in and they're going to invest into these type of stocks.
Was they launched trailer 2. So I think it is very, very possible that within the next 24 hours, 48 hours, we see the launch of the next GTA trailer. The reason why they do this is because obviously when their stock drops, it's very, very bad for investors. So they have an announcement of their biggest and the biggest media launch getting delayed for basically half a year. Of course, their stock is going to drop. Now, this is the third, I believe, delay that has actually happened so far. And needless to say, let's just have a look at some of the responses that people are saying. So we got Courage right away saying, my life has lost all meaning. No one cares anymore. We got Arc Raiders there.
Bro, I feel so sad for the people who are not going to make it by November, bro, of 2026. A lot of people are going to miss out on that game, bro. It's a lot of people that weren't able to make it through 2025, which a lot of people were expecting for the game to drop this year. And then now they just want to just push it back again. They push it back like 4 times already.
There's going to be 2 camps of people. Some people saying that it's worth the wait, and then other people saying that this is is it really going to be 2026? People are already saying no, it's now going to come out in May of 2027, which is a year and a half from now at this point instead of just a year. We will be there November 19th. So the overall sentiment is people are okay with waiting, but at the same time, I think there is a mass amount of frustration, and I could only imagine what this means for some games. So just the one that I know very, very well offhand. Oh, yep. And look at that. Charlie Intel just tweeted the exact same thing that I was talking about. Take-Two Interactive, owner of Rockstar Games, stock down 9% after the news of the GTA 6 delay was announced. That's exactly what I was talking about. And it's to be expected. This happened last time. But again, to counteract this, the way that the next thing that they did was release a trailer. So I doubt it will be tonight. But I'm guessing soon. I'm guessing they're going to have to counteract this, and I'm sure they have been cooking something up for this exact thing.
I feel like it was all planned, though. I feel like, honestly, from the very beginning, they said, we're gonna hype we're gonna put so much hype into this that we're just gonna like delay it like at least 6 times. I would say at least 6 times because it's GTA 6. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of makes sense at this point. You know what I'm saying, chat? But y'all let me know what y'all think.
Now, as I was saying, the game that I know extremely well is Call of Duty. And now, with a November 19th release date, it almost forces Activision and Infinity Ward to make a decision. And I think that decision is going to be pushing the game up a month. So say it was supposed to come out, that's a Thursday, so 20th, go back 7 days, the 13th of November, something like that. They might be forced towards like the beginning of October now, because if Call of Duty launches a week away from GTA, the game will be dead. Like, it just will. And this is supposed to be the next big Call of Duty game. And keeping this in mind, fourth quarter games, specifically like fourth quarter games, are generally speaking the biggest games of the year. Now, we've seen a little bit of a shift towards like February games being very, very large, things along those lines. And needless to say, it's going to be interesting to see where the community goes after this. I'm not shocked. Like, I would not say that I'm shocked whatsoever. But what I would say is when it's a giant media release like this, one of the comments that I keep seeing on Twitter is people saying that, hey, I took this day off of work. I like literally planned my spring around this because I'm like, I'm going to take a week off of work and I'm going to grind this game because I have no life and touching grass is overrated. So what do we see happening next? The stock, I think, will plummet a little bit more. I definitely think we get into the double digits of percentages. I would say that's almost 100% guaranteed. I would say almost guaranteed is there's going to be a trailer, an announcement. Last time it was a trailer and the website, which means we'll be getting an update with the map. We'll be getting an update with probably characters. I'm guessing that this is going to be like how we had Jason's trailer last time. It'll be kind of like a Lucia trailer, or maybe another one of the characters that they're going to go big with. And I would guess within a week to contradict the drop in stock. But the last thing that I will say is don't hate the messenger, don't kill the messenger, don't shoot the messenger. That's what the actual saying is. I'm just as disappointed as you. I want to know two things. Number one, are you shocked? Because when we found out about that release date, I said, I think it's going to be September of 2026. Turns out it was 2 months after that, but I said September 2026. So I'm not surprised at all, but I want to know if you're surprised. And number two, are you mad? Are you in the position where you're like, is there anything that Rockstar could do at this point where you'd be like, no, I'm not going to play this game? Because I think, like Call of Duty said, they're too big to fail. That's not the case. Rockstar, and specifically GTA, is too big to fail. And there is not much they could do that could get them canceled, if you will, or get their game to do bad.
Yeah, they're not gonna get canceled, chat. I already know they're not gonna get canceled because it's just like, bro, you gotta understand that the GTA, that industry, bro, of like streamers, gamers, people who play the game, there's people who grew up with that game, bro. You know, when it dropped, I don't remember, I think I was like 13, 14. Like, I'm really 25 now, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it has had a long ass run, bro. GTA 5 has had its run. And so a lot of people are waiting for GTA 6. Like, GTA 5 changed a lot of people's lives. So if you think about it, a lot of people are really gonna wait for GTA 6. They're not gonna cancel them. You know what I'm saying? And there might be people who will cancel them, who gonna be like, you know, we're not gonna take this. You guys are playing with our emotions. But at the same time, bro, I just feel like he's right. You know, they're too big to cancel, bro. Like, it ain't really much that you could do besides just like plunge their stocks. But it's just gonna go back up, though. You feel me? I just feel like it really ain't gonna do too much. Once it drops, everybody's gonna forget about it once it drops. You feel me? Everybody's gonna they're gonna be like, okay, the time is here. You know, like, what are you gonna do? You're really not gonna play the game once it drops? Like, of course you're gonna play it. You know? And I'm not even a gamer myself, but I feel like I really want to play that game at some point. You know, once it drops. So I mean, I'm not too much of a gamer, but once GTA 6 drops, I think I'm finna hop on it, chat. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm finna hop on it. Let's see what's up on Twitter really quick, you know? Cause, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the tea is on Twitter if you really think about it, bro. Want to see what people gotta say about it. Motherfuckers struggling to stay alive, and they want to keep pushing this shit back. Nah, for real, that's true. Too many motherfuckers really want to stay alive, you know, until at least to play this game, bro. There's a lot of people really trying to stay alive, bro. No cap. Let's see what they gotta say. Justin GTA 6 say they've been delayed again. Da 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 da. Me and the boys when GTA 6 comes out. Not for real. We're gonna be old. The unction, no cap. I feel like out of all of these, I might be this one or this one. Dang, he got the most swag. These two got the most swag out of him. Oh no, partner right here. He's P with it too. Wow, that's crazy. GTA 6 coming out when this tower is completed. Damn, chat. That's crazy. You even got GameStop tweeting, bro. Like, we all know GameStop fell off, but, you know, they tweeting about it, too. Everybody's tweeting about it. That's crazy. Let's see what people got to say about it.
Lamentablemente lo que acaban de leer en el título del video es total.
Hey there gamers, Dreamcast Guy here. Today we have some breaking news, which is that Rockstar Games has just announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed again. I think this is the third or the fourth delay, and this one is substantial. It's actually coming out in November of 2026, but I want to talk about the delay, the implications of this, and why I actually think this is going to have some very dramatic ripple effects. Let's just start with this. Before we look at their statement or anything like that, consider the fact that GTA 6 is undoubtedly going to be the biggest game of all time. Because, I mean, already, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most profiting, the highest selling, the most active, the craziest, biggest project ever. Like, provably, measurably, economically, we know for a fact that GTA 5 is a systematic juggernaut. Whereas this next game, it's going to be bigger, crazier, and even more online. So, I think they're trying to delay it to make it even more polished, but I'm scared about how this is going to affect, honestly, a lot of 2026. But let me start by looking at their statement. Hi, hope you're having a great day. And if you could, please, give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see if we get this to 6,000 likes. I don't know, I'm just making numbers up. But here it is. Grand Theft Auto 6 now set to launch in November 19th, 2026. This was originally supposed to come out in May. This is, what is that, like a 6-month delay. That is absolutely crazy. The fact that they're also doing it a year out, I think part of the reason I think this is such a bad sign, I think the game is very unfinished. I think maybe it's taken a lot longer than they actually originally planned. If you're delaying it...
Now, the game is finished. The game has been finished, chat. Ain't no way that it's not finished. Like, it's been finished. Ever since they told us the first release date, it's because it's been finished. Right now, they're just pushing it back and back and back because somebody pissed them off inside the office, or somebody just, you know, doing more leaks. Because before this happened, there was a recent leak within the Rockstar, like the Rockstar corporates. There was a whole leak or some situation that happened, and I heard about this about like a week ago, and then out of nowhere, You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're getting pissed off, and they're like, you know what? We finna just delay. Y'all keep pissing us off. We just gonna keep delaying it, and it just gets to this point. But we know the game is finished. Ain't no. If you spend $1 billion on a game, it's because it's finished, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna spend $1 billion on a game, and you're gonna tell me. You cannot tell me you spend $1 billion on a game and it's still not finished, bro. You feel me? With that type of budget, bro, you could have it done in like a year. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, in a year.
By 6 months, a year out, I think that's showing that this is more than just bug testing. I think this is a sign that perhaps something is really needing that extra polish, that extra time. From the leaks, we know the city is going to be huge. The graphics are going to be insane. I understand this takes hundreds of employees, millions of hours to get right? But let me look at it. So Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming out on Thursday, November 19th. We're sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a very long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you've come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you for your patience and support. While the wait is a little longer, we're incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida, which obviously is like digital Florida, and return to modern-day Vice City. Everybody is making jokes about, is Jesus Christ going to return before GTA 6? Oh my God, it has been such a ridiculous wait. I mean, it's super, super wild. Welcome back, Silk Song. I mean, everybody's making memes. We're going to have Half-Life 3 before you have GTA 6. Now, some people are talking about the fact that it is wild that there have been a lot of leaks that the next PlayStation is probably coming out in 2027. It is weird to think about the fact that when we were first talking about GTA 6, we thought it was going to be a PlayStation 5 launch game, and now it's practically going to be a PlayStation 6 launch game. Now, I wanted to take a look at the replies also of, here, let's refresh this so we get the nicest batch of top replies. This is the Rockstar Games tweet. Do you need a publisher to get this thing on track? DMs are open. Okay, that's pretty good. Can we at least get that announcement for the Red Dead 2 remaster? Because there's been a lot of leaks that they're trying to basically do a 60 frames a second. Red Dead Redemption 2 runs at 30 FPS to this day on consoles. There have been a lot of talks about a remaster of that. That would be great. Look at this. 377 days. Gosh, just so many delays. We will be there day one. We were so close, man. The pain. Now, I wanted to actually look at this tweet because it's funny to think about how big this is. How many accounts that I personally follow that are purely about the hype of Rockstar Games. This delay, I do think, to some degree, is connected to the layoffs, to the shifting in structure that's clearly happening inside of Rockstar Games. I think the pressure of this is off the freaking charts. I truly believe that they're trying to get this to be the biggest, best, craziest game of all time, because if it has anything wrong at launch, they're going to be roasted and memed forever. Everyone's going to still buy it, but I think they're trying to make that best first impression possible. But
that's cap. That's cap, guys. That is literally cap, bro. Ain't no way it takes that long, bro. Ain't no way you got to polish it, re-polish it, re-add some things, fix some bugs. Ain't no way, bro. Like bugs, you gotta keep fixing bugs every other month because there's new bugs that come into the system always, you know? It like literally, chat, I feel like they just at this point it's just all cap. Ain't no way you're not gonna come on here and tell me that, oh, GTA 6 would this and that and the third. Nah, bro, that's cap. That is cap. I'm not buying it. You feel me? I'm not finna buy it. I'm still finna buy the game, but I'm not buying the whole, oh, we gotta, fix this, fix that. No, like, that's cap, bro. Come on, like, ain't nobody finna believe that. I'm not finna believe that at least, Somebody else could. Partner right here, he believing that, but honestly, I feel like it's gonna take a few more setbacks. You feel me? They might as well push it until 2027 at this point. January 1st, 2027, it might, you know what I'm saying? They might just do that as well, you feel me? Because it doesn't even make sense. November 19, like, why November 19, first of all, you feel me? Plus, we all know that Call of Duty always comes out on November 19, or like the second week of November. Around that time, November 19th.
The reason I feel like this is such a big deal is that originally, there was a lot of talks. People sort of forget this now. We were supposed to have GTA 6 this year. The original release date was just 2025. And the first trailers, when they were first actually showing gameplay and announcements and stuff, it was supposed to come in 2025. Do you know what the effect of that was? Everybody was terrified of giving their game a release date. This was all over the industry. If you had a big AAA game that you put $300 million into or some crazy amount, people were terrified of, okay, whatever month that Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out in is a blackout month. Whenever this drops, it is going to take over the entire internet, the entire industry, all of YouTube, all of social media for probably weeks and weeks and weeks at the minimum. Any game that releases near it is doomed to fail. I mean, instantly, right? So a lot of people have basically, this year, everybody was trying to dodge it. When they announced that GTA 6 was coming out in May of 2026, that's when we started to get tons and tons of release dates, tons of people actually coming out. My fear a little bit, preemptively, right now, is how is this shift instantly going to affect a lot of plans for 2026? How many games that were planning on coming out in November of next year, how many of those games are now being bumped up? How many of those games now are being rushed so they can come out in the summer and avoid the Rockstar apocalypse, or vice versa? How many games that were supposed to come out in November are now going to come out in 2027? There is a lot of big, ambitious projects, leaks and rumors and stuff that we report all the time on this channel, and I feel like it really cannot be understated just how much of an impact Grand Theft Auto is going to have on the entire industry, on PlayStation 5 console sales, on everything. If they delay this, and it's because it's getting a day-and-date PC port, that's kind of the thing I still have in the back of my mind. We still have not seen gameplay other than all that leaked gameplay and stuff, but my thought is almost, how big, how ambitious, how online is this game going to be, and what's the delay going to be to that PC port? Because this is what they've done historically, right? With the last couple of games, and it's been very, very successful. You release it on consoles, it sells like crazy, and then secondary, you drop it on Steam, and it sells again, right? Or you drop it on the Rockstar Games launcher, and you sell it even more, right? I'm almost curious if this delay at all is a change of plans. I'm kind of curious, just spitballing, if they're going to do something different, if they're going to actually drop it day and date, not just on consoles, but they're also dropping it on PC. Or what if this is an effort to put something onto the Nintendo Switch 2, a Nintendo Switch 2 port of some sort of Grand Theft Auto? These have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts, but I gotta say that I'm mixed. I want to say I'm mostly in the camp of still excited. I'm still trusting Rockstar Games, but man, I kind of wish that they had given us at least a trailer with this delay. But oh well, guess we got to deal with it. How do you feel about Grand Theft Auto 6 now? Are you still excited for it, and how much does this disappoint you? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you could, please give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. God, another delay is just wild.
That's crazy.
Thanks so much for...
That is super crazy. I'm not even gonna lie, chat. It's sad times right now, you know. I mean, what could I say? Like, you know, wow, another year. It's like, it's actually more than a year from now, you know, because we're not even in November 19th here. It's actually November 6th, 2025. And you tell me that the game is going to come out on November 19th, 2025. So it's like over a year from now that, you know, we still got to wait, chat, you know. A lot of people really had their hopes up. A lot of people were like, okay, the time is about to come, and then boom, get pushed back, get pushed back, get pushed back. And it's just like, it's just, wow. But, you know what I'm saying, chat? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments, you know, are you guys still hyped up about it? You think it's a L? Is it a dub? You guys think it's worth the wait? Let me know in the comments. Go ahead, like the video if you have.